let's do this. So in the upper right hand corner we have our blue Protoss player from Team Alternate representing Fnatic +2 here. It's ShoWTimE. And in the lower left hand corner of the map we have from Invasion eSports, ladies and gentlemen, it's Top, the red Terran player. He is Korean. Is the FPS a little bit low right now, guys? I don't know what's wrong with my FPS, so let me just very quickly quit a couple of things. And that should help, so let me just quit. Sorry for the incoming Skype closing sound. I don't know what it is with my FPS at the minute. I think I maybe need to change a couple of my stream settings as well. Wow, the FPS is crap. This isn't good, is it? This is not a good start. Is it because I've just got so many stupid windows open on over here? Definitely a possibility. We should be good now, right? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Sorry for a little bit of a scrappy start. So we've got our two players, TVP, to start us off here in this best of 7 all-kill clan war. As we're gonna have a Reaper opening coming out of top here to start off the day. Huge shout out to Baystray TV who just hosted us up. Thank you very much, guys. Was enjoying the safety net last night and just earlier today. I was watching it. Actually was watching it while I had a bit of a nap before this match. Zombie Group saving eSports with her solo cast after Rifkin went off and died or so. So big shout out to Baystray TV. Thank you very much for the support, guys. It's awesome. So Reaper on the way for top. Going to be cleaning up this initial probe from ShoWTimE and just a gateway cybercore on the way over here. I don't know why, guys, but the FPS is really not being my friend today. So I'll try and sort it out in the middle of the next break. So, Top going to be trying to expand here in a moment or two, but did just have his SCV stuck for a moment, as the Reaper will now finally be able to chase down this probe. And quite interesting what he did. He just started building that depot but didn't finish it. And yeah, kind of interested. Build the depot just to block the probe in. You know, I don't understand why he didn't finish it. I mean, he gets a bit more mining time a little bit earlier. It's very negligible though. So yeah, this Reaper going to head across the map now, see what you can get done. Of course, the main job of this Reaper is mostly just going to be to kind of scout what's going on, to see what's up. Now, something which ShoWTimE will have been able to see, of course, over here, was that Gas has continued mining. So he will know that there's going to be some kind of factory play coming up from the Terran player as kind of the next port of call. It's not just going to be the reactor coming down and then just a couple of barracks very quickly afterwards. No, it's just going to be straight into that factory, and that will open up a very aggressive set of options for Top here as the game heads into towards the kind of later stages of the early game. He's probably going to add on a starport, or almost 100% will add on a starport, and then we'll see some combination of mine production, or maybe Hellions. I mean, mine's definitely the most common way to go about things, as we see a Twilight Council coming down here for our Blue Protoss. So, for ShoWTimE, of course. I forgot his name there for a second. Looked down, saw the barcode, I was like, huh? Oh god, oh god. So, Trial Council on the way here for ShoWTimE, suggesting he wants to go into a very fast blink. And, again, I mean, needs to... Well, actually, detection isn't going to be all that important, because it's actually just going to be a couple of Hellions to begin with. Could still see a couple of mines coming up afterwards, and then see a couple of mines and 4 Marines going into the... medevac, but it's going to be 2 more Hellions, so he's going to try and put in a little bit of pressure here. 2 Stalkers already out there, and with the second gateway already on the way as well, he should have plenty of units to kind of deflect this aggression, so it's very much so going to be a case of how well he can split up his units, of course. But 3rd Stalker on the way, and again, he should have plenty to be able to do this. He's already got these 2 Stalkers at the front, and he's going to be able to turn these around, and these shouldn't get too much damage done. Nice little block on the by the probes there. 1 worker killed so far. And we'll lose the second one now, but doesn't lose a photon overcharge or anything. He actually loses 4 workers, which is a little bit more than I thought he would do there, but ShoWTimE, I think he dealt with that well, as this Reaper's coming into the main base also. He's actually picked up another worker with that, but Mothership Core will deal with it. And the most important thing is he dealt with all of that without having to use a photon overcharge, so he has that still available for the next wave of this aggression coming in from top, most likely in a few moments' time. Check his vision, I mean, he did see that Twilight Council, so you will know that Blink play is coming up. And yeah, I mean, he will be able to start preparing for that as well, as he's going to put his barracks now onto this reactor, start reacting out some Marines. 4 Marines heading towards the main base in the form of a medevac, and 4 4 Hellions are positioned to try and run by into the natural at the same time. Kind of expecting just to see the good old Photon Overcharge in the main base. Will deflect these 4 Marines pretty easily, and these Hellions will just have to see how well the Stalkers can deal with them. Photon Overcharge already going down and just taking this without too much of an issue, as these Stalkers, well, first probe goes down here. Probes are being pulled again, and, well, 2 Hellions go down and a 3rd Hellion just gonna get away. This Photon Overcharge is gonna actually clean up everything here. Has the medevac gone down as well? I think it has. Yes, it has, and that's a pretty big loss there for top early on. So losing that first medevac, and what, are we just gonna see? Okay, the probe's actually coming over here. For a moment, it looked as though he wanted to go make a 3rd base. I was gonna be a little bit like, well, really, 3rd base? Questionable, but he is just going to be pulling this across the map for a proxy pylon. And you know what? This counter aggression is going to be great because he's killed off so much, and top has achieved not very much at all, really. I mean, yes, he's killed quite a few workers, 11 workers killed, but is it enough to justify delaying his, delaying his production? Look at this, couple of Marauders on the way right now, but Stim and Combat Shields have only just started. He's not even going to take the time to build a reactor on this factory. He's just going to build Widow Mines because he knows he needs everything he can get in terms of extra little bits of defense here. This pylon on the way up in the middle of the map. Probe goes back home. A couple more Stalkers heading across as Robo-Babe will just begin. So it's not in any stretch, by any stretch of the imagination, a massive kind of all-in or anything here by ShoWTimE. He just sees the opportunity to get some damage done, and he will just pick off a couple of Stalkers here, and we'll blink away with them before taking too much further damage. A couple of SCVs, not a couple of Stalkers. So a couple of SCVs fall, but a good hold by top, of course, means not that scary. And of course, behind this ShoWTimE is just taking up into Colossi. He is just going into Double Forge as well. So we're going to really be focusing on his upgrades here. So again, you'll just come to the front and try and get a little bit of damage done, and immediately this bunker starting to take a little bit of damage, and no SCVs being pulled. That will go down, and again, he can just trade a little bit against these units at the front and just blink away. Shouldn't really lose too much there. So nice free damage being done by ShoWTimE. First Colossus coming up in production now, and Combat Shield's about to finish. Stim just over halfway done, and these units are going to come down to natural. Scan comes down to try and reveal our Observer. Observer looks as though it's going to get away though. And Stalker just go down. Oh, he just catches the Observer. A little bit of a shame there. ShoWTimE nearly keeping that alive and forcing, well, basically wasting a scan of his opponent. So we actually... 3rd command center? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Okay, well, okay. First caster fail of the day. Wow. That is definitely the first caster fail of the day. He's already got a 3rd CC! So that's why his upgrades, etc., and barracks were a little bit later, because he actually went into that 3rd command center before his extra racks. So actually going to be really important here for ShoWTimE to kind of recognize this and do something about it. I mean, he needs to get his 3rd Nexus down, otherwise he's going to fall quite far behind in economy. Or maybe he goes for an aggressive push of some sort. I mean, he's going up to 6 gateways, which it's borderline. You could push with that, you could, or something, but at the same time, I mean, does he really want to? Or does he just want to take his own 3rd? What has he seen? Did he see the 3rd base? No, I'm so confused. Where was this even built? It must have been built in the main somewhere, maybe over here. I assume ShoWTimE must have seen the 3rd base, right? Right? He's not as blind as me, okay. Wow, what an amazingly bad way to start off the first game of the day. Alright, so this Terran Army just taking a bit of a position on the map here. 1-1 about to finish for our Protoss player. Charge on the way as well. We'll go straight into that 2-2 because he does have that Twilight Council already up and running. Ghost Academy comes down for top, so he's beginning his own tech switch in towards those ghosts, which is a pretty standard time to do so. And there's a couple of medevacs will head over to the right, and just with this army and this Observer needs to be careful. Top not quite seeing that there. Stalkers are positioned in the main base in case any drops do decide to try and make their way into this base, and the rest of his army positioned over towards the 3rd to kind of deflect the big Terran force which could come his way as well. Supplies really starting to go in top's favour. He's about 25-ish supply up right now. He is this little group of units, these from the Protoss player. It doesn't look like much, but once you get them Zealots in front to tank and add a Guardian Shield, those 2 Colossi will work wonders. There's the first couple of ghosts on the way here, and 4 Vikings being made at a time. Quite a big stim to take down just an Observer, especially a bit unnecessary on the Marauders though. And yeah, I wonder what Top's plan is then for the game. He's going into +2 weapon upgrades. I don't think he'll SCV pull at all. I don't think he really sees any kind of need for that. Colossus coming out of the main base as well. 4th Colossus being produced here as that 2-2 hits that kind of halfway mark. 4 more gateways being added on, so I mean ShoWTimE is going up to a big number of gateways here. 10 gates. He's just going to really make sure he's powered up and ready to you know, ready to just deal with any kind of incoming Terran aggression. You know, he's going to have a lot of warpins available to him, and as Top reinforces this army here, you know, he's actually finally going to maybe go up this ramp and maybe get a little bit more aggressive than he has been doing so far. And I sends a single Marine up here to begin with to see what's around. He does see the army right at the top, and will not decide to do anything about that just yet. Still just keeping position on the map though, keeping this map control as he is available to do. Again, he needs to kind of keep ShoWTimE guessing. ShoWTimE needs to be ready to kind of go wherever. But of course, with this observer here, he sees the entire army. He sees the Vikings here also. Is this the boys? Yes, it is. The boys are coming, and it's going to be a CV pull. So he's going to try and close this. He's going to try and see what he can do here. This Stalker count is going to pick off 1-2 Vikings, and that's huge. 3rd Viking takes quite a bit of damage as well here, and these Vikings are going down so quickly. There's going to be almost no Vikings left, and this army begins to move in. A couple of EMPs do go down, but these Colossi, there is just, I mean, there's nothing to get rid of them. This last Viking goes down. These Colossi are going to stand strong here as Top. We'll still have a lot of bio left, but a few more Zealots being warped in. Marauders are starting to stem forwards. One of the Colossus will fall, but there's just not enough bio here left at all. And these Stalkers will be able to blink after these medevacs and try and chase these down, try and get rid of them. And well, I mean, there's just nothing left for the Terran players. ShoWTimE actually has quite a bit of money which he could spend. These last few Vikings which have been rallied across the map are going to start going down. Zealots tanking against this little bit of bio which is on the ground, but again, just not quite enough to really engage this. Another medevac being picked off here, and there is another. And ShoWTimE takes about a 30-40 supply lead at this point, as still a little bit of Terran, and well, these Colossi are just going to rip it to shreds. They stim forwards, try and pick off one of those, but it's just not quite enough. GG is called, and ShoWTimE takes game number 1 in this best of 7 all-kill here between Fnatic +2 and Invasion eSport. So ShoWTimE takes the first game of the day.